He just flips out though. You could have even said, thanks for booking me an Uber. I didn't have to do this for you or anything like that. And
Okay.
you're being hella ungrateful, you're being materialistic. Or what, do you want a super comfy Uber or something? Do you want an Uber Lux? He starts going off on me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and sub. Help me get to that 1,000 sub by the end of this year. I'd really appreciate your sub today if you're new here. Without further ado, let's check out today's video.
Am I the asshole or is he a red flag? I've just got
Oh,
back from a first date.
tell us what happened.
And it was good for 99% of the time.
Okay.
It's the first time in years, and maybe the third time in my life, that I've gone on a date with someone that I found quite attractive. And he acted like a gentleman from the get-go. He booked me an Uber to the restaurant. He booked us a table at the restaurant. He did everything that he's meant to do. Paid the bill, absolutely no problem. And of course I said thank you. And he's a fairly successful guy as well. So all ticks.
What went wrong?
We spoke about family. We spoke about our future aspirations. Whether
What
we
is she
want kids
doing?
or not. Well, he spoke.
Well, is she
about
going to be
that.
undressing the whole
And then
video?
after dinner, we went to Soho House.
Okay, come on, guys. What is this? And okay, do you know what? To be fair, I can see what she's doing because obviously she's got the girls out and sure, but come on. Really? Let's continue.
After a couple of drinks at Soho House, it was just a little bit too busy and we were like, let's go. And he asked if I'd like to come back to his. And I said, no, that's not my thing to sleep with someone on a first date. Plus I've got my cat at home and I haven't fed him yet. And he's like, okay, cool. We jump in his car and he goes really quiet and it just feels a little bit awkward. And so I say to him,
because you said no.
are you like mad at me? And he starts coming up with other ideas like, oh, well, I could come back to his and then after an hour or two of drinking, he could book me an Uber back to my place. Bear in mind, we live on the opposite ends of London. I think about it.
Oh, this is the UK, okay.
He then proceeds to book an Uber to collect me from his car because he doesn't want to drive the 15-20 minutes out of his way and then have to turn around and drive home again. We've clarified money is no object for this man.
Basically, he's upset,
We
right?
put on a double yellow because he doesn't care about getting tickets. He's told me that he's very successful. We've shared a little kiss at this point before he got all weird with me. We've had a kiss or two.
Okay.
He lets me know that the Uber is across the street waiting for me, shows me the phone, and it's a Toyota Prius. And I make a joke. This is where I might have been the asshole. I say, oh, damn, you said f*** her. You must be mad at me. He just flips out, though. He flips out. He's like, oh, what the f***? You could have even said, thanks for booking me an Uber. I didn't have to do this for you or anything like that. And you're being hella ungrateful, you're being materialistic. Or what, do you want a super comfy Uber or something? Do you want an Uber Lux? He starts going off on me. It's like, oh my god.
So sorry. Because of the joke. Hold on. So I really don't understand what she's saying. So from what I've gotten so far, she made a joke about him getting an Uber for her and that it's a Prius. Am I right? And he's gotten upset because he thinks she is downplaying the car that he got her, right? I could be wrong, guys. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, let's go.
I'm very grateful for the day. I've had a lovely time. And he's like, all right, fine, all right.
Oh, yeah, he switched.
And starts being really like dicky with me. I explained to him that the joke is facetious, saying that out of spite he's booked me a Prius because I won't go home with him and sleep with him, which, ladies, it's not the first time a man's been spiteful and done something like that. Now. He's still mad. He's like, well, that's a reflection of you then, isn't it? And I'm like, not really, but okay. He then goes, you know what? I should just cancel this Uber and make you get your own way home then. But I'm a nice guy, so you can still get your Uber home.
He's definitely switched.
And there's only so much apologizing I can do. So I jump out. I jump out the G-Wagon, I jump into the Prius, and I go home. And I don't even look back at him because, like, I was getting red flags. In the Uber, I was thinking, as a socially awkward woman, how long would it take for me to say the wrong thing to him or the wrong thing in front of a group of his friends for him to flip off
Oh,
and
she
then
likes
decide
him.
that he's not going to drive me home and going to leave me in the middle of the streets or
She
something.
likes
But
him.
like, if I wasn't the perfect trophy wife or girlfriend, would he just fuck me over? And it's crazy because the whole date up until this point
Was good.
was great. It was just
Right.
such a nice date. He was so hot. I was catching a vibe. We had so much in common. And then just last 2 minutes, just fucked it all up. And I'm like, was that me? Did I fuck something good up, or was it inevitable?
Okay, guys, this one's interesting because it's very hard to tell at what point things went sour. But I can say for a fact that the joke is not the first thing. As men, we're always watching and checking. And some people do it a little bit more hyper, and some people are a little bit more forgiving. I would not say that the joke was the first thing she's done. I think that she's been doing things along the day that's been noted down. And by the time she made the joke, all of it has kind of come together like, okay, yeah, this girl is whatever he thinks in his mind. For the lady, though, I would say that is a very good red flag because men, you can't respond like that to ladies. It doesn't matter what they do. Of course, I say this loosely because we have a new day of women who think they can just say whatever they want to the man and expect the man not to retaliate. But as long as the lady is not being rude, you need to control yourself. You can end the date in a respectful manner and just let it be at that. It could also be that they shared a kiss, which aroused the man and he wanted something more. And she's basically saying no. And this is what the casual dating game is, isn't it? So you could have a guy who treat you well, but his aim is, you know what, once you say no to him, the date is over because he's not getting what he came here for. So that could also be an issue as to why he switched. But if he's a nice guy and it's not that he's after the box, then it's that he's watched the date, he's kept things in, certain things you did or said he didn't like, and then by the time you made the joke about the Prius, he's like, yeah, this girl's not worth it, and he lost his cool. If it's that, I would still say he is the red flag because that's not how to treat a lady, right? Even if she says no, that's not how to treat a lady. If it's the one where he's after the box, then you already know what the red flag is. If you're kissing a guy on the first date, then that kind of puts you in the same, you know, I don't know. For me, once you do certain things are expected, and kissing is quite arousing for men. It is. It is. And if the man is a 3 or 4, he's going to want the next level. You've seen it many times, I'm sure, lady. Once you say no to something to a guy who wants a certain thing, then he switches, which shows you what the red flag is. Young Christians, I don't think we should be kissing on the first date. I don't think we should be kissing until the priest says, you may now kiss the bride. That's how old school I am. You may now kiss the bride means you haven't been doing it before. Now you get the thing you want to do. You were not supposed to have been doing it before. In my opinion, that's my opinion. I know some Christians don't believe that, so they kiss while they're dating. It's just my opinion. I don't think that's how it was meant to be. You're not meant to share a kiss until you get married. That's just my opinion. But guys, what do you think happened? I do think she dodged a bullet, but also I think she should be mindful of her actions for next time. And this is the great delusion we're talking about, right? You know, women sometimes think a date is going well, but once you hear the man's side, and there's been so many videos on the internet about this, where the woman comes out and says, the date was amazing, the guy is amazing, da 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 da. And then the guy comes out and says, no, it wasn't. And, you know, she did this, she did this, she did this. And also vice versa. And I will say one more thing before I go, guys. She's heartbroken because she actually likes the guy, even though he's done something wrong. And for me, that's a red flag. And that should be like, oh, if this is how he's going to behave in a certain situation, it's only going to be more heightened in bigger situations. So for me, I'll personally tell her not to pursue him. But you can see from her face, and for the fact that she came on the internet, and for the way she's talking about it, that she actually likes this guy and she wants something more to happen, and she feels like she's ruined it and she's trying to convince. trying to figure out whether or not she's the one who messed it up or not. Regardless of what might have happened on the day, I don't think he should have treated her that way. But you can tell she really likes him, and in spite of how he behaved, it looks like she would still give him a chance. And that for me is a red flag for a lady. And it's a thing that we always say about you ladies, right? It doesn't matter. All these rules that you guys put on dating doesn't matter. Once you like the guy, you're gonna put up with anything. That is the truth. Once a girl likes a guy, even if he's short, even if he's not well spoken, even if he don't have money, even if he's got 6 baby mamas, if the lady likes the guy, all the rules go out the window. But when they don't like you, they're gonna say you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. And this is what I see in this lady. This man has treated her not well. I mean, I wouldn't say it's wicked. I wouldn't say it's the worst thing in the world, but he didn't treat her well. And she's still like, oh, was it me? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think? What do you think went wrong in this date? Am I right? The 2 options that I gave, do you think I'm right, or do you think something else happened? Do you think she dodged the bullet? I think she dodged the bullet, but she may not think so. She likes him. Do you agree with me or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to leave a like on your way out if you're new here. I'd really appreciate your sub today. I want to get to that 1,000 sub by the end of this year so I can become a YouTube partner, and I would really appreciate all your support, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video.